Right now, a muscle on your face just twitched. You didn't feel it. You couldn't control it. But someone trained to look could read your mind in less than a second. This isn't a trick. It's biology. Your face has been telling the truth this whole time, even when your mouth was lying. Nobody taught you this language, yet every human speaks it fluently, from birth, without one lesson. Start with the smile. You faked one. A polite grin for a photo. A tight smile at a joke that wasn't funny. But there's another smile, the real one. In the 1800s, a French neurologist named Duchenne de Boulogne shocked people's facial muscles to map genuine joy. He found something strange. A true smile pulls the muscles around your eyes, crinkling them. You cannot fake that muscle. Almost nobody can. So when someone smiles and their eyes stay flat, some old part of your brain notices. You feel something is off. That's not intuition. That's pattern recognition running beneath your awareness. Why would evolution build this in? For most of history, you lived in small groups, 50 people, 100. Your life depended on knowing who to trust. Getting it wrong could cost everything. So your brain built a shortcut, a fast involuntary readout written on the face before the conscious mind could interfere. This is where psychologist Paul Ekman enters. In the 1960s, Ekman traveled to Papua New Guinea to study the 4 people who had almost no contact with the outside world. He showed them photos of expressions: anger, fear, joy, disgust. They named the emotions correctly every time. This meant these expressions weren't learned, they were universal, wired into the human genome, the same in a tribesman as in a banker in New York. But it gets stranger. Working with Wallace Friesen, Ekman found something hiding underneath the 6 emotions: micro-expressions, flashes of true feeling that leak across the face in a 25th of a second. Too fast to fake, too fast, usually, to see. Someone says they're not angry. For an instant before they can stop it, their brow drops, their lips press thin. Then it's gone, replaced by a calm mask. That flash was real. Everything after was performance. Here's a question worth sitting with. If your face broadcasts your state without permission, what does that mean about the version of you that you think you're presenting to the world? You might believe you're unreadable. Meanwhile, someone across the table is reading fear in your eyebrow or doubt in the corner of your mouth. None of this makes humans lie detectors. Ekman's research found most people, even police and judges, do only slightly better than chance at spotting deception. The signals are real. Reading them consciously is a separate skill almost nobody has. What you have instead is a quiet hum of intuition, a gut feeling you can't explain. Somewhere on your face right now, a muscle just shifted as you connected this to a memory of your own. You've carried a broadcast system on your skull since birth. It doesn't ask permission. It reveals fear before you speak of confidence, doubt before you speak of certainty. Tonight, watch someone's eyes when they smile. Watch the flash before the mask. You already have the hardware to read it. You always have. You just never noticed that your face has been telling the truth this entire time.